Welcome to the channel. Starter for Den is here, and with Starter for Den comes new animations. So that means I got a new jump shot for y'all, and I got new dribble moves I want to show y'all that's gonna take y'all game to the next level. Now do me a solid, go ahead and drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, cut those notifications on so you don't miss a beat. And I'm gonna show y'all what are some of the best animations the best players in the game are using. Once you hit starter 4, it is most definitely a game changer. Now the first thing you want to have is the Steve Francis signature size up. Now I know this move has generated a lot of hype, and it is being claimed as the best dribble move in the game, and some will even go as far as to say is you have not unlocked the potential of your dribbling until you unlock this move. And I can say, and I will say, this is a very effective dribble move. And of course, I will show y'all why and how it is effective. Now the next thing I've unlocked is the Patty Mills base. This is one of the best bases in the game, so that your shot won't get contested as easily. It's super quick, it's super fast, and I pretty much used the same exact jump shot as my previous one. I just changed the base and I changed my release speed simply because Patty Mills is super quick. It gets an A+ to the brim almost. And in addition to that, since it's so fast, if you change your release speed down a notch, that will increase your green window, making it easier for you to make more shots. So right now I'm going Patty Mills as a base, Steph Curry upper release 1, and Oscar Robertson upper release 2. 35% Steph Curry, 65% Oscar Robertson. If you do not have Patty Mills unlocked yet, my first jump shot is still very valid. It's still very good. I just like to give myself any advantage I can possibly have. So if I get an advantage with this jump shot in this base, I'm going to use it. Now is the time I take y'all to my court and I show y'all the Steve Francis dribble moves. Now to do the size up is very easy. Now within the Steve Francis signature size up, there are different ways to combo up the size up. Now the easiest way is to just flick your right stick left and right and kind of just do size up crossovers as if you're just sizing them up, just standing in one place. But at the same time, you can also flick your right stick down to the left and down to the right, and you'll get kind of like a quick behind the back in which you can spam, or you could just use it after you do a crossover. Now I'll definitely show y'all right there that behind the back can be a huge kill move, especially if you want to get back to the 3-point line, because you can spam it. But as you can see here, you can do it after a crossover. Now as you can see, if the ball is in your left hand, you can cross over by moving the right stick to the right and then move it down to the left. You'll do the behind the back and take a couple steps back for that behind the back move, just like that right there. And then on top of that, you got the Patty Mills base, remember? So you're going to be greening more shots if you have that base for sure, especially if you shoot using the stick, because like I said, I always recommend that. But that's not even the most craziest thing about the move itself. It is also extremely easy to speed boost out of a crossover left and right. So if you like to run left and right to try and hit a screen to shoot a 3-pointer, this is the move for you. You know what I'm saying? It's also very effective if you just want to do a crossover and attack the basket as well, because like I said, you get a very nice speed boost out of the move, making it very effective. So I strongly recommend y'all add this to y'all bag, add this to y'all game, and I'll show you a little bit of gameplay in the my court as well, because it is something you have to practice. And of course, like I told you, you can spam the behind the back, so I did want to show y'all that as well. Y'all can just spam the little behind the back, moving the right stick down to the left, down to the right, spamming that. And that's how you can use the Steve Francis to combo it up. And then once you learn how to size up properly, create space, when to go left and right, you will be able to use that Patty Mills base jumper and go absolutely crazy. Now I know some of y'all gonna say, look, he's in the my court, but this is where I practice the moves at. This is how I learn how to do the moves in the game under different scenarios, to understand that, hey, a lot of the time, if you can beat the computer, you'll be able to beat a defender a lot of the time. Now, of course, you might not have as much space and whatnot, so you need to have good players that can set good screens. And most importantly, you need to be comfortable shooting off the dribble. If you're going to have this play style, if you're going to have a high ball handle, high enough to get Steve Francis, you need to be comfortable enough to shoot off the dribble, even if you have a little bit of space. If you have a slither of space and you're open, you need to be shooting. You know what I'm saying? As simple as that. As a point guard, a lot of the time, we're going to have one of the highest 3-pointers on the game. So a lot of the time your high three-pointer is going to be better than passing it to somebody else's three-pointer who may not be as good. Now, if they wide open, I'm a strong advocate of passing them the ball, but all I'm saying is as a point guard, once you get hot and you get these players on this island and they have a hard time guarding you, whether you're getting screens, whether you're doing ISO, which the Steve Francis is good in both scenarios, it's going to make it a lot easier for the rest of your team to score, because the defense is going to have to respect you and they're going to have to help. Now I also know some of y'all get pressed by those high 90 overall locks with the high steal, and that's where the crossover comes in handy, man. You can crossover, speed boost. It's going to be hard for them to keep up with you. I'm not saying they're not going to keep up with you. They might try to play side you and try to get a bump steal, but look, they got to respect the speed and all of the snatchbacks and the crossovers and the dribble moves and the screens. So it's going to make it more difficult for them to actually guard you, even though they still are going to be harassing you. You will get harassed at times, don't get me wrong, but you will have more moves in your bag to counter some of their defensive moves and their positioning with this signature size up. Most definitely, it is the best one in the game I've experienced. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Until next time, Densky out.